I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my paw, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The 28-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking. For his favorite target, A.J. Green that time. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard.
On 2nd down and 4. Mayfield, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Odell Beckham.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment. Mayfield with it once more. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Denver.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
19 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To the air again, Burrow. Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4 yards. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
He was brought down.
The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a gain of 35. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Cannon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Bengals' 14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Working out of the gun. Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st down, Bengals.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check 26.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, it stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Cody Parkey.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dancing to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's brought down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow buying time to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow going up top. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They go again with Cannon. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That second down play nets a -4.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
3 plays.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Chubb, the ball carrier. Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. 4 yards on.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34.
That's good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brought down at the 31.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
2-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive. Okay. About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 13-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Browns are back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Joe Mixon,
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
3rd down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A gain of 50 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Bengals.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Mixon with it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Mixon, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game.